Good day to you all, wherever you are. Yesterday, I became a little bit more famous. And what does that mean? What does that mean? It means two things. One is, if you work really hard and even you get a little bit more famous, it's better than accomplishing nothing on any given day. The second thing is, you continue to maintain your relevance. You continue to maintain your visibility. A great soccer player will not always go out and score a goal every game, but if he scores enough goals during the course of a season, he will be a great soccer player. A great cricketer is not going to score a 50 or 100 every match, but if he's not getting zeros, ones and twos, if he's getting 20s, 30s and 40s every time he goes and plays, he stays relevant, he stays in the game, he stays in the fame. And yesterday was one of those things for me. And, I keep going out and doing stuff, right? However small it may be or however big it may be, I keep going out and doing stuff, which one, keeps me relevant, and two, keeps me slowly but surely climbing the ladder of fame. Whether you agree with me or not, whether you disagree with both points, agree with one, not the other, it's irrelevant to me. What's relevant to me is to be out there. What's relevant to me is for people to be able to see me. What's relevant to me is my visibility, because everything comes back to my business, okay? If someone thinks Suits, wherever they are on the planet, they should think of me. Now, yesterday I had the honor, pleasure, and privilege of being an auctioneer to raise funds for the Tung Wah Hospital Group. The Tung Wah Hospital Group are Hong Kong's first ever charitable organization. They are Hong Kong's largest charitable organization, and obviously the oldest, considering they were the first ever. I was invited by the PSG Academy of Hong Kong. Now, what is PSG? PSG is Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain is one of the most famous clubs historically from France, but now the most famous club from France. About a decade and a half ago, they had Qatari money coming in, okay, and they blew up world football. PSG famously united Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr., and who's the last one? Anybody?
Mbappe.
And Kylian Mbappe onto the same team. Wow, three of the greatest players on the planet played for PSG. And they have a licensed academy in Hong Kong. And if you watch my content religiously, you know I did something with them about a month ago when I took Rihanna along. But I've been engaging with them over the course of the last month or so, and I was lucky enough to make a suit for a Chinese celebrity, a Chinese TV star here in Hong Kong. His name is Nicholas Lam, and he was going to be the MC of the event, okay? I was lucky enough to make an amazing tuxedo for their producer, a gentleman called Raul. I was lucky enough to make a sensational suit for the CEO, the managing director, the owner of the license here in Hong Kong. And ultimately I was invited to the event, and 25 hours before the event kicked off, the producer telephoned me and said, listen bro, I want you for something. And I said, what? He goes, we have an auction, I want you to be the auctioneer. I said, okay. And he's like, that's it? I was like, that's it. And he's like, you have no questions? I said, listen bro, what did you expect me to say? Do you expect me to say no? Then why call me? When an opportunity comes knocking on your door, okay, I mean, you just have to take it, right? You deal with whatever other bullshit that comes your way, right? I didn't have to think. Obviously, I'm thinking straight away. I've never done this ever in my life. I don't know what I'm auctioning. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know what the crowd is. I don't know, anything, right? But when an opportunity comes your way, right, an opportunity of some magnitude, it doesn't have to always be up here. The problem with young people and the problem with white people is they always think things are only relevant if they're up there. They don't understand that everything is relevant, okay? And if you do many small things of relevance, you become big. You mean a big part can be a sum of many small parts. A big part just doesn't have to be one big part. So a lot of people don't understand, and it stops them from getting off the ground, which ultimately stops them from being successful, okay? I've never had anything break out in my life, okay? I've never suddenly been picked to star as a Bollywood actor in a film and won an award. No, it doesn't work that way. I do many, many, many little things that turn into this big picture here. So I immediately accepted this role. It was a wonderful event. Obviously, it's a football academy. Okay, soccer for those of you who are idiots. Okay, and there are many young children there. And what did they say? Can anybody guess what they said when I walked in? Anybody? Anybody want to guess?
Chinese boy?
Young Chinese boy. Very good. Very good. They all said young Chinese boy. I was like, wow. I was doing selfies with kids. Their parents saw me. I engaged with parents. It was just an exceptional evening, and so great for my career for me to be part of something like this. And you know, to my surprise, prior to the auction as well, I was called on stage suddenly to hand out awards to these kids, and it was just brilliant. I felt really, really honored. What a pleasure, what a privilege. And you can see a cut of the auction video. I have so much content from yesterday, but since I'm streaming now to Instagram and I'm streaming now to TikTok, the cut of the auction video that features me, 5 minutes 20 seconds, it's already available on my main Instagram feed at Sam's Taylor, and my TikTok live stream feed at Sam's Taylor live stream. Ultimately, if you're watching this on another platform right now, by the time you're watching this on another platform right now, it will also be on that platform, such as LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. In fact, it is on my YouTube already. It is on my Facebook. It is on my LinkedIn. It's only the Chinese apps which I haven't put on yet. Today, we're going to do a sensational consultation. Whilst I have you, please help me to like and share the live. That would be very, very helpful to me. We're going to call a client in the United States and make him an incredible suit without a doubt. Here we go. Come in, please, come in. Young man, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
We literally killed that first suit, didn't we, huh? It looks so good on you.
Yeah, crushed it. I love it.
Okay, so the videos that you sent were very helpful, all right?
Yeah.
And so we will implement your feedback into this next project, okay?
Yep.
I already know how intelligent you are, and we discussed that, you know, in our first couple of calls last time. You swept me off my feet the first time I spoke to you. You absolutely blew me away the first time I spoke with you. So we're just going to dive into this, if you're ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do this. Let me pass the phone to a colleague of mine, and we shall get going, okay? So I love the fabric. You asked me what I thought. In fact, I love the fabric. I've made this suit a number of times for clients, and it's come out great, okay? And I know how intelligent and bright you are, and I wouldn't serve something up to you unless I knew that it measured up to your standards. And I purposely wore a striped suit today. I could have worn single-breasted, but no, I'm in a double-breasted phase. I wore my newest striped suit today, so at least you can visually see somebody with stripes. You asked me what I think of the fabric. You asked me how do I think it's going to look. I think it's going to look amazing, okay? You have nothing at all to worry about. The suit is going to be a stunner, all right? So what we're going to do is, since you sent me this really, really small text, I'm going to have to wear these glasses to read it comfortably. So are we ready to rock and roll? No use. I need a pen. Give me 1 second. I'm missing a pen. This is silly. आपको पास पेन नहीं है क्या?
Draw mirror.
How is your weekend?
Good. It's finally cooling off. I think last week it was like 110 here.
Lucky you. So the brief is navy blue with pinstripes, classic Wall Street suit. I think this is more than a classic Wall Street suit. It's definitely very alluring, the fabric. I love the way the stripes are dotted and pretty much just broken, uneven and stuff. Okay.
Purple, dark purple.
Okay.
Purpley blue.
So do you see blue or do you see purple?
I see blue. When I looked at it online on the link that you sent me, it looked blue to me.
Okay.
Like navy
What do
blue.
you see?
Purplish blue.
Purple.
What do you see? Okay. So there's a lot of purple in here. Okay. It's not a blatant purple. Okay. So I see blue. Okay. For me, it's a blue suit. All right. You see blue. And I've got 3 colleagues here that see a purplish blue. Are you comfortable with it being purpley?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to get something as close as possible to that photo that I sent you. And what's actually, I mean, I don't know if you have a better fabric, but anything that would get close to that.
Let's look at some great stuff together, okay?
Okay.
Something bolder. This is not bold enough. I'm going to show you something that I love. Here. This is what I prefer you to take, actually. And I'll be upgrading you to this at no extra charge, the Marzoni.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Well, let's go with that. That looks really good.
Okay, excellent. We have our fabric. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We have our fabric. Okay. Now you wanted to discuss lining with me in person, correct?
Yeah, I threw one out there, but I would also love your ideas. You have good ideas.
Okay. Take you through some of the linings that I think are awesome, all right? And show you what I recommend. I like the hieroglyphics a lot. Is that too much for you or unappealing to you?
Yeah, I've seen that one before. We'll save it for right now.
You need to love it, right? I've got plenty of choice. Okay, so we've got to find you something that you absolutely love, because there's too much choice to get an okay sort of choice. You get what I'm saying?
What do you think of the pink one that I sent you?
I thought it was very pink. So I like the feathers. I like the whiteness and I like the feathers. I like the expansiveness of the lining. And then I love this. You got the Arc de Triomphe, you got windmills. I think it looks beautiful. I've worked with it a number of times, and I believe it is beautiful inside your new suit. And then I'm a big fan of polka dots, and I think it's just ironic to have polka dots and stripes go together. So I think that is brilliant. Okay, goes really great. The blue, of course, works. I mean, this color, of course, works fine. You've got the pink in it. And pretty much any of these three will go great. This works, but I don't like it anywhere near as much as the other three. And the red is very British. Wow, that actually is quite superb. But I would still prefer 1, 2, or 3 for you. I think I like this one the most because of the pink in it. I think those go great together.
Okay.
I like this pink with the London bus and the London phone booth and Big Ben. Okay, I really like, and the London Eye. I think it goes so nice together. The color scheme is so beautiful. I then love the lips. The lips look fantastic. The color scheme goes so good. If there's any suit that you could get away with the lips, it would be this one.
Yeah, I think we can go with the polka dots. What is it, the blue with the pink polka dots?
Okay, I love your choice. I'm very happy with it. So we're gonna go with this lining here, correct?
Yeah,
Excellent.
let's do that.
Excellent choice, my friend. You've made a great choice. Okay? So let's put that together and keep moving on now, all right? Okay. So full medium rope shoulder. Do you mean full or medium?
Yeah, so whatever we did last time, let's do one step above that.
Okay, so one higher rope than last time, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Peak lapel slightly wider than the last suit, but essentially the same width, a touch wider. So plus 1/4 inch in width.
Yeah.
Double-breasted suit, okay. Double-breasted, how? You can have double-breasted 4 by 1, 6, meaning 1, 2, 4, 6 by 1, 4 by 2, 4 by 2, or 6 by 2. What is the look that you're after? I'll say it again. Double-breasted 4 by 1, 6, 2, 4, 6 by 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 2, or 6, 2, 4, 6 by 2. What sort of look are you after?
So the ones that pop out to me would be maybe 4 by 1 or 4 by 2. What do you think?
I think definitely 4 by 1. Okay, give you the most in vogue look there is.
Let's do it.
And 4 by 1 is the original double-breasted style. Lining we've done. Okay, I need to put my glasses on for this text. Forgive me. Stitching. I think. I mean, I know that we go with the deep press stitch. Okay, we've got a lot of lines. You don't need to break it up with the dots. All right, the suit is already very, very bold. Okay.
Yeah.
Barchetta breast pocket with a curve and kick. Double buttonhole on the lapel. I understand your note on the lapel hole positioning. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Okay, 3 slanted pockets with flaps, undersized, same as first suit. I disagree. Okay. I think all you need is 2 pockets that are straight and undersized. You really already have a lot going on, okay? And I very rarely preempt anybody, but I want you to trust me on that. There's other ways we can make it more decorative, okay? So we just stick to 2 undersized flat pockets, okay? Overlapping buttons on a fully functional cuff, all right? We'll decide the number in a second. Button color we'll come back to, accent color we'll come back to. Do you want mini gauntlets or full-size gauntlets?
I like the mini gauntlets.
And you want it to wrap around?
Arms. I feel like the bigger gauntlets, the
Okay.
ratio wouldn't be...
So mini all the way round.
Yeah.
Excellent. Mini all the way round. Double vents at the back. You would like them tall, medium, or short?
Let's go medium.
Okay, so medium. Jacket skin fit, 4D fit, absolutely gift wrap, no problem at all. Pants medium weight, 1 pleat English. No cuffs, kissing or slightly longer. So now you want a longer length trouser, right? Not like before.
Right, so we're doing something different with the pants.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want it longer this time.
Belt loops or buckles?
Buckles.
Deep press stitch, I said yes.
Yep.
Button for rolling up sleeves, you're talking about the shirt. We'll come back to it, okay? So cancel that out. Don't worry about the alterations from last suit. I'm totally good with that, okay? And stuff, all right? I'm going to come back to the shirt in a second, all right? Okay, so what I want to discuss with you is the accent color here for the 2 buttonholes, the possible accent color for all 4 buttonholes or just 1, all right? We have our fabric, okay? What do you call this color here? What do you see? You see white or ivory?
White.
I would see white as well,
White.
right? Let's see white. You see white or ivory? Okay. And we have pink then. You have a real allure for pink. Now, I think that this suit is going to be very powerful, very outstanding, okay? You can see how strong my suit is, all right? I would say that your stripe is slightly stronger than mine, all right? You can see the blue is lighter and the stripe is stronger. So we stick with white holes up here. Now, if there's anything that I'm disappointing you with or letting you down, the choice is yours. So I'm going to give you my recommendation first. We stick with the holes in white, okay? I would do all 4 holes in white, okay? And that way we can be more decorative, okay? And then I would do this hole here in white as well.
Yeah, I love it. That's good.
Okay? So that way I told you, we've got some great stuff coming up, okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, 2 holes in white, same as me. White. 4 holes in white, 1 hole in white. Plenty. Now that we've added all that white, you have three great choices for the buttons, okay? One, of course, is the ivory, and the ivory will go just great, okay? Two, of course, is the navy, and that just dulls it down a bit, all right? And three is the blue, with lots going on, all right? Now, let's look at my suit here.
Okay.
So, my team, not my tailor, my consulting team, before I made the suit, was overwhelmingly united in saying to me, boss, you should have the ivory buttons, okay? But for me, and even when I'm looking in the mirror right now, I feel as though if I put the ivory buttons on a double-breasted suit like this, right, then everybody's eyes just goes to the buttons. And everybody's eyes does not go to, wow, look at the sick amount of waisting, okay? Absolutely sick amount of waisting. Look at the very strong shoulders, the very strong lapel. Look at the longer length of jacket, all right? I had enough going on here, and enough going on here where, you know, if I'm just standing, some people won't even notice the white hole here, okay? So that was my reasoning for not going for the ivory, okay? Yours is a bolder fabric than mine, all right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you that whatever look you choose, the suit will come out outstanding. So you can just match it up with the navy, okay? You can go all out with the ivory, and you can go pretty much nearly all out with the blue. I always like to recommend brown or tan buttons, but there's absolutely no need to go with the brown or tan because you've engaged with the white buttonholes, okay? So I'm gonna offer up the navy, the ivory, and the blue, and I know all three will look great. So I can't give you a specific piece of advice. The only advice I can give you is that buttons we can change anytime. So that if you were leaning towards the bolder buttons, then we could do it for you. And that if you didn't like it in a couple of weeks when we present, we could easily dial them back to the navy. So I've said plenty on the buttons. What are your thoughts now?
Yeah, let's go. So I do want this to be more of a bolder suit, so let's just go with the ivory. And like you said, if I don't like it, I can just switch it out later. But I think I'll like it.
So the ivory buttons. Okay, I'm going to go back to your list. We've done the fabric. We've talked about the roping. We've talked about the lapel. We know it's double-breasted and what style. We've done the lining. We've gone with a deep press stitch, Barchetta breast pocket, double buttonhole, and I know your instructions, okay? I've vetoed your choice on the pockets. We're doing overlapping buttons on the cuff. We've gotten the button color just now. We've done the accent color. We've talked about what kind of gauntlet we're going to do. We've talked about the vents. We've talked about the jacket fit. We understand the trousers are going to be slightly different this time round, okay? So now we will go... One second. Do you have any questions about the suit?
Piping.
Yeah, let's do...
And
we talk
flannel.
about piping and the flannel. Okay, great. So we will do a beautiful piping inside the jacket.
White.
Jay, can you bring me one more piping book? There should be there one more piping book. So the pink will go, even though it's a different pink. Okay? Let's hang on to the pink for a second.
Yeah.
And the white will of course go, because we have so much white on the outside, right? With the color of the stripe and the accent colors. Okay, it's the white in it.
White is.
This is a nicer white. This is a bright, yuckier white.
Pale
I
pink.
still like this one. Okay, so What do you see here?
Pink.
Pink, very light pink, right? So the darker pink is closer. Let's hang on to this pink for a second, okay? So we're hanging on to 3 over here. एक और है red वाला book. So I really like this white. There's a bit more going on. Can you see? That is very regal. That looks good. That looks really good. That's a bit too bright. That's a bit duller. I like it. Whose pink is better still? The first one? What do you see here?
Is it
Yeah, I like the first one that you picked.
yeah, brownish pink?
I think either that or the white. So either the bright, dark pink or
Bus,
white.
say bus. Just give me a couple of more minutes on this, bro.
Okay.
Like this white. Okay, so I really like this white here. Those are the first 3. And then still probably prefer that first pink. And I like that one white. I think I'm really leaning towards the white, the last white that I pulled out. Still like the first pink. Still like the first pink. Trying to get us an alternative to that pink. And if we do get a great pink, still like the first pink. Okay, so I've got 4 choices for you, okay? I really like this white. Leave it, I'll get it. I think there's some great stuff going on there. There's this light pink here. We're gonna mix this white here and the dark pink. So these are gonna be your top 3.
I like the dark pink.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the dark pink, okay?
Yeah.
Sensational. I couldn't be happier. Very happy. वो stretch वाला कमीज वो किथे? I specifically said to take it out. Jay, Scotch tape there, please. Okay, so this time what I will do is inside the waistband, if you allow me to, I will put the lining for you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Jay, एक और पेन दे प्लीज. ये तो बेकार है. Okay, so let's move on to the shirts. All right. Now, what was your feedback about the fabric type that I picked out for you for that first shirt?
I like it. I mean, it was a good fabric. I didn't have anything against the fabric type.
So you're having another white shirt. You wanted a herringbone, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually really like your choices. So it's going to be hard for me, really hard for me to serve up an alternative unless I had something in this specific fabric here that could mirror your choices. So what we'll do is we'll stick with your fabric choices because I have no qualms with them whatsoever. The blue shirt will have a white collar and cuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay? Should we use the herringbone white or plain white? I think the herringbone white will be a nice touch.
Yeah, well, let's go with that then.
There's one more thing I need to come back to on the jacket, okay? I just remembered. Okay? The collar is as per this shirt here. Exact style of collar. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Cufflink holes only, no buttons. Okay?
Yeah.
The cuff shape, you want vampire cuff like mine? Or just metered edge? Vampire cuff is one side longer than the other.
Yeah, let's try vampire. Let's do that.
Full size vampire or mini? The mini is shorter.
What do you recommend for
I think
that?
starter is mini. Starter is mini.
Okay, let's do that.
Only hold. No buttons. Okay, we'll come back to the initials in a second, all right? You want to have a pick stitch, right?
Yeah, I thought we could do pick stitching on the collars and cuffs.
Let's come back to it 1 second, okay?
Okay.
And then the buttons to roll the sleeves up, correct?
Yeah, I wanted to inquire about that.
Yes.
Are you wearing one of them? Yeah.
I'm wearing that.
I wanted to see what it looked like.
I have it on all my shirts, every single one. Here's the button. This is my shirt, the one that you send me a screenshot of. And here's the roll up on the inside, okay? So you roll the sleeve up. There's enough videos of me in that look. There's thousands. There's 9,000 videos of me wearing the rolled up look, okay? So let's go ahead and try it, all right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's come back. Let's talk about this. So this suit jacket alteration, that's fine. Now watch all your videos. Your visual videos were great. So initials now on the right cuff.
Yeah.
Right cuff. Go back to this again. Okay. No problem whatsoever. All right. This one here, okay? What we will do is for you, we will find a thread that matches this blue in the stripe. Okay? All right? That thread then, okay, color will be the stitching around the collar. Okay? The buttonholes, okay, and the stitching around the cuff.
That's exactly what I was going to recommend. She completely read my mind on that.
Yeah, okay. That's why I said let me read your notes and stuff and everything. The white, let's do a pink, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the pink that we use for the piping is way too bright, okay? So for this one, will be a very light pink, all right? And it will look very elegant. It will look very chic. It will look very charming. It will look formal. It will be very ahead of the curve. It is, even though the pink is so light, it is still extremely bold of the person, of a man, especially in this fucking era, to wear pink. And I say that, I mean, you know, I think, you know, we've just, the curve for how masculinity, not how masculinity is perceived, but how males should ask is like some crazy line now, dude. You know what I mean? Especially you live in fucking California, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the light pink will look excellent. Okay, are you with me on that?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
100% on board.
And then the monogram color will be that in that as well. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Questions
No
about the
pocket.
shirts?
No pocket, right?
No pocket. Don't ask me. Any questions? No, we're going to keep it clean. I think there's too much going on. Jacket, I'm going to come back to now. Any questions about the shirts? Okay. Jacket, the flannel underneath the collar.
इधर है flannel.
कितने? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
I tell you, you are such an incredibly intelligent person, such a diligent person. It's my honor to work with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us do this dark pink or light pink. Which do you prefer? I think the light pink is good.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go light.
Fucking phenomenal. All right. Let me get to work. You text me if you have any questions or concerns. You watch back the stream after I post it if you need to. If you feel you need to, it's available. You know what I mean? Everything's completely transparent. I will come back to you. First, I'm going to let my team study now, everything, since I've studied everything already. And then once they've studied everything, I will sit and have a meeting with them. And we will start building immediately this morning. There will be no delay. It won't start this afternoon. Everything will happen within the next 30 minutes. Okay? And then I'll come back to you with questions should I have them. All right? Now, let me ask you this. Do you have questions for me right now before I go?
Yeah, on the jacket, can we do full lining on the jacket? I don't think I said that.
I was assuming full lining. Forgive me for not asking you. Okay? I had that in my head earlier to ask, but I didn't. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Go on. Any other questions?
I think that's it for me.
Okay. We will more than likely have questions as we're putting this together. So you'll hear from us soon. But don't wait up for us. Okay?
Okay, sounds
Dear
good.
friend, God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay, thanks. You have a good day.
You too. Bye. जल्दी साइमन को बोलो. And वो दर्जी, कमीज दर्जी को बोलो.